Our partners at the State House News Service keeping a close eye on state of play on Beacon Hill this week. Key hearings on the governor's budget begin. New taxes on the table to fight climate change, opioid crisis. This is the state revenue falls $400 million behind projections. From the Treasurer's office, a call for online lottery sales. And from the Secretary of State, the costs tied to the census and election security. And the battle for education funding. State leaders agree that it's time for an updated distribution plan, but can't agree on how to make that happen. You can count on News Center 5 and the State House News Service for breaking news from Beacon Hill. Time for the OTR Roundtable right now. We welcome back Mary Ann Marsh in March.
Very good.
See, that was very distinctive. My voice and articulation coach would love that. And our Republican analyst, Rob Gray, is with us as well.
So you heard the former Congressman Michael Capuano this morning. What did you hear that sort of stood out to you, Rob?
I think that he's giving the president credit, or at least not criticizing him on the North Korea outreach. He takes a more reasonable position than I think the current elected crop of Democrats in Washington, understanding that both parties have failed to solve this over 20 years.
That sort of stood out for me as well. Marianne, what did you hear?
I think there are two comments. One, Capuano found Michael Cohen's testimony before the House this week credible and truthful, so I thought that was interesting. But perhaps more interesting was his assessment of Nancy Pelosi, with whom he had a very good relationship, then there was a very bad breakup. And now stating that she's doing a really good job. He thought she should have left at one point, but grateful that she's there and really complimented her.
Let's stay with Washington. Elizabeth Warren made a bold move this week. She is banning special access to big donors. No more private meetings, no more private dinners or receptions. Is she sending big dollars to her competitors, or will this help her brand long term, Marianne?
So historically, you can use fundraising to get political goodwill and support along the way by banning certain donations, whether from PACs, certain industries and all that. But what Elizabeth Warren is doing here is she's clearly trying to reinforce her brand and go further left, further to the progressives by saying, look, the system's rigged against everybody who works for a living, and I only want money from people who work for a living. And that's what she's going to do. She's lagging, I think, behind her competitors on fundraising right now. We'll see very shortly how she did this quarter, but she really needs that grassroots fundraising to kick in to continue to be competitive.
So you think it'll help her long term more than it'll hurt her?
We'll see.
Okay.
I think it's because she is lagging. I think it's a little bit of desperation. Her campaign's off to a shaky start. And the way you get ahead of underperforming on fundraising is to point it out and try and say, oh, I'm not doing this, so that you have an excuse why you didn't raise that money. Maybe you bait your opponents into not raising the big dollar donations as well. So I think that's what's behind it.
Next item, lots of anticipation among Massachusetts political junkies watching the Michael Cohen testimony. It was Ayanna Pressley's first at bat on a major league field, but it was the moderate old pro who made the most news, chastising his Republican colleagues. Listen.
Your side ran away from the truth, and we're trying to bring it to the American people.
Marianne, you don't often hear Stephen Lynch get so worked up, especially in a congressional hearing room. Lots of Trump supporters in this district. So what's your read on this?
Well, and it was an unscripted moment. He was responding to something Jim Jordan had said just before that, and he was genuinely angry, and rightfully so. Think about it. This investigation into Trump is at least 3 years old, and this is the first hearing ever. And it's only because the Democrats are in charge. And because of that, Lynch went on to say to Michael Cohen, they're not afraid that you're going to lie. They're afraid you're going to tell the truth.
Rob, what did you think of?
I mean, I think it's the way he really feels, but at the same time, being anti-Trump in Massachusetts is big box office. And if Steve Lynch
Even in his district?
No,
yeah, because if he has anything to worry about, it's not losing to a Republican. It's looking over his left shoulder and losing in a primary. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's what he's protecting against.
I mentioned it was Ayanna's first at bat in the major leagues. I hate the sports analogy, so I apologize for that. But how did she do in her first at bat, if you would, in the major leagues?
Ayanna Pressley was able to get Michael Cohen to agree that Donald Trump was a racist without ever using his name. And she outlined why. And I think the other thing that was really terrific is she showed everybody that this hearing and the ones before it was about getting the truth to the American people, and it's not a witch hunt. And she did very well.
I mean, she did okay, but I mean, you know, going after Trump for bidding up a self-portrait from 2013 before he was even running for president, I think it also makes people think that a lot of this is just a trivial witch hunt.
No.
The OTR continues with a roundtable right after this.